Brett, thanks for joining us. It's been 2 years now that you've been at the Reign of the West. Your objectives from the beginning, have you met all those?
There were obviously circulation targets and all sorts of objectives that we had, and along the way over the 2 years, some of those have been met and some haven't, but it's certainly been an interesting couple of years.
What were the biggest challenges when you did take over the role that the West was facing?
Probably when I took the West over, one of the biggest challenges was the challenge to re-engage with the people of Western Australia, try and become a bit more of a positive influence in the community, and to get people to like the newspaper again. And I think in a lot of ways we've achieved that.
Internet. We know that the internet media has changed the way that newspapers are being consumed. What have you done, or what has the paper done to deal with that?
When we went from our old platform to the platform that we're on now, that we've done in partnership with Yahoo 7, it really improved our site. It's gone from an area that used to lose a lot of money for us to an area that's now breaking even and even making some money for us, and it will continue to grow over the coming years. What
do you look for in a journalist?
I think that it can cater for a lot of different types of people and a lot of different personalities. I think more than anything, the greatest attribute you can have is curiosity, and being able to keep asking the question and ask questions about the things that are going on around you.
How's journalism changed in the last 20 years?
The changes have been immense. I think that journalists are often more thorough now. I think there's a more rigour than there was in the past in a lot of ways. I think that we're often held to account more than we were in the past. Things move very quickly and change very quickly. The greatest change obviously is the internet. There was nothing like that. When I started in journalism, there weren't even mobile phones.
Well, let's talk about the future of newspapers. What is the future of it, and is it all just down to advertising, the way that consumers now are looking at different ways of advertising?
It's not all down to advertising. Advertising pays the bills for what we do. It's been said that newspapers are a sunset industry. When I got into it more than 20 years ago, but we're still going. I think we've still got a lot of years left in us yet. It'd be up to companies like ours who have newspapers and have digital interests and have television interests to sort of manage that process, and hopefully if revenues decline out of the actual newspaper, we're able to raise them in other areas, so that we'll still be able to keep producing the sort of journalism that I think is important for us.
When Brett McCarthy's not heading up the West Australian, what's he doing at home?
Spending heaps of time with my kids. I've got three young children under 10 and one on the way actually. Outside of that, I do my own thing, do a bit of my own exercise, and spend a fair bit of time at Cottesloe Beach. Really good leisure activity, and spending 5 hours on the beach doing a bit of volunteer work as a volunteer lifesaver is a good way to spend a summer afternoon.
Brett, what is it you love about Perth?
It's just a wonderful place to be able to bring up kids. The natural environment, the coast and the river is a fantastic place, and our kids are West Australians, and they're all born here, and it's certainly our home and a great place.